Oh, here you go.
Go. Good?
That's a big fish.
Full hand on tail. Yeah, looks sick. Good deal.
Look how broad that thing is.
I wonder if that was the one that followed me in.
Beautiful.
Oh my.
That's a big
That's a
fish.
big fish, dude.
Limp.
That's what I've been waiting for all day.
That's over 6.
Felt that bite.
Damn, I think low and slow is the way to go, eh, baby?
First big of the year on.
The thing I'm about to tie on.
Get him, get him.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Calm down. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here.
Yeah, dude!
Dude.
Pound 11 ounces.
Oh my god, please get the net. Please, 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 please get the net.
I got you, buddy. Oh my god. I got you.
That was the weirdest bite ever.
Oop.
That was a good one? Yep.
Sure, feels like it.
Sure is.
I can't even turn her head, bud. Holy sh! What the? Is that another 6?
Could be.
The second giant of the day, proving that point. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Big baits, big fish. There we go, 5 pounds, 6 ounces. Beauty! Let's go. Got him. Get in here, you. There's another 6. You. That's a big fish.
6'10". Woo-hoo-hoo. Little fatty.
Oh my god.
If I can land this fish.
Holy sh! 5.06. Sick. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy sh! God. What a beast. Dude, that's it, that's it. I'm 4 pounds smaller. I need a picture. Sorry.
Oh wow. That might be a 4. That might be a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4. You guys show that off too. 4 pounds, 12 ounces. Holy. Trailer is what's getting it done. Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, that's unbelievable. That's a 4.
He's still swimming.
There we go. That's a big fish. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes! 414 though. Gee. Not too shabby. I'm way off on the clicks. How's everybody doing tonight? My microphone is not in the right position. Hopefully everybody's having a great night, enjoying the last of this nice weather for before we get slammed by some sort of, I don't know if it's a system in general or, you know, just typical New England weather coming up, but we are looking at one decent cold front with a lot of rain coming up this weekend. It's going to make things very friggin' interesting.
Yes.
Do we even want to talk about what this past weekend's fishing report was?
Nope.
I mean, it wasn't good. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
Those numbers.
It's a lot of numbers and not a single fish over. No, we did have actually several fish over 2 pounds, but like barely.
Barely. My first fish of the day was first cast on a popper. It was like maybe a 2 pound smallie. Very close, but probably not 2 pounds.
No, yeah, probably 1 3/4. It was short, but it was fat.
It was real fat.
It was a beauty.
Actually,
of
I
the fish.
did weigh it.
Was that the one that was 1 3/4 or 1.88, something like that?
Something like that. But that was about it for me.
It was just another one of those like weird. I mean, it didn't help that we were out there the day after or 2 days after that front moved through. That's right, because Friday was the front. We were fishing 2 days post it, and no wind for most of the day. Bluebird skies, just typical tough fall fishing. The water temp's still way too warm for anything to really happen. First spot we pulled up to was kind of deep but kind of small, and just fish were not really doing what we thought they were. The fish that were cooperating were all hella shallow, only on timber. This particular lake only has 2 spots that really pans out. One guy was parked in the other spot, we were parked in the other, and we were just getting like dink after dink after dink. I did try something a little weird with a Beast Coast product. and it worked like better than I anticipated.
But
so
he cannot tell you guys
not until after the tournament
because
this
we have a
weekend.
tournament this weekend. So
We'll share it next week. And it was weird. Like I went out there specifically intent on just fishing super finesse stuff. And I tried a bunch of different things, but I really just kept coming back to this one particular setup, and it worked really well. So, but that's like kind of the name of the game this time of the year. More often than not, I go to finesse and I downsize and everything, and it tends to work out really well. I got bumped on the Tamiki at one point, but didn't hook up. It just ripped the tail off. It was weird. So we went to another body of water. It was a little bit bigger, a lot deeper, and that definitely produced a lot of bites, just nothing of size. Like I think our biggest we got there was like 1.5 pounds.
that was kind of an experimental thing because supposedly they had a fish kill there, I don't know, 6 years ago, 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
Something like
forgot you had
that.
said that.
And the fishing, I mean, we went there, 3 years ago, and we actually got
2 years ago was the last time.
Was it 2 years ago? So, well.
Sorry. That good day you were about to reference, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah. I've been there since on my boat a couple times. And it just hasn't been good at all. Biggest fish is probably like 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. And all the other ones were teeny, tiny little dinks. But that place, I don't know. That place is weird.
So it's funny because I was talking about it with some guys I know, older gentlemen that all live in this area, and I mentioned it, and I was like, I don't get it. Like, it looks like it's got all the makings that a lake would need for it to be good, to produce quality. And we've been there probably 7 times total now. One fish over 3 pounds and all that. I know we're better than that. if there's a 4 pounder to be in there, we should have caught it by now. And we didn't.
No, there's not. Actually, it's funny because when you left, you know, when that bridge that you go across and you take it right in the dirt road to go back?
Yep. I know that there's the other body of water you pass.
No. Like, literally, like, on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah,
that little pool there.
Yeah.
I got out, and I
Okay.
looked. There was 13 smallies in there.
What? No kidding.
Yeah, I was going to take a picture and send it to you, but then I forgot. But, yeah, I mean, they were all, like, 1 pounders, but there was 13 of them hanging out in there.
Poor little dudes got washed down. They're like, now what?
Dude, you can't get back up there. All the current? No.
It's not happening. So, I don't know. All in all, if anybody else got out last weekend and experienced the same, you're not alone. Anybody that did really, really well, I salute you. A hell of a job, because we certainly couldn't figure it out. I mean, the first pond we went to has that potential, and I say that. We've been there probably 10 times now, and twice it's produced a good fish. So that, like, they're there. It's just, for some reason, that place in particular is very tough. And the second body of
I've been there
water.
a few more times than 10 times.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. I mean, between you, me, and Dennis, that's got to be collectively 30 trips. And I think only 3 times out of all of those. One trip each. There's the first time we went, you killed it. I had that day in the spring. And then there was one day I know for sure Dennis went and he crushed a bunch of big fish.
I had a giant follow me out of that freaking beaver hut
Oh, yeah.
on a glide 2 years ago.
Yep.
Didn't hook it. It was probably 5 or 6 pounds, but
It's ridiculous.
crazy.
So I guess name of the game and lesson of the story from this weekend was by far the most consistent producer was going hella finesse. But that, to me, that's not surprising because that's one of the, like, I go really big or really, really small when I'm doing this at this time of the year. And one of those two always produces, rarely in between for some reason. Super finesse got it done this weekend. So maybe keep that in mind. I don't know. Because with this shift in weather this weekend, at least for people that are going to be impacted by the rain, I'm genuinely curious what that's going to do. Because water temps are a little bit warmer than they normally have been. And shut up, Brian. So it's just, I don't know. It feels like it's setting up for a really good weekend. But I've been burned by these kind of situations before, so I'm not really holding my breath for it. Doesn't matter. We're going to go do the Berkshire tournament this weekend. First time back in Vermont since we were last up there for the Candlewood Camp on Champlain the first week of August. So it'll be good. And update on my boat. Let's cover that really quick. I called Yamaha myself to get an answer on what the deal was with the power head. And it was 2 phone calls. The first one that I made, and then they called me back an hour later. And initially it was like, yeah, your power head's on back order, and we have no estimated delivery date. I was like, oh, that's really unfortunate. She's like, well, let me talk to the parts department. So she called me back an hour later. She's like, good news. We have it. I was able to allocate it to your order. It's being shipped tomorrow. So this was this past Saturday. And she said it's supposed to be delivered to the dealer this Wednesday. So today. They called me today. It wasn't on the truck. So they said if it comes tomorrow, then my boat will be done Friday. I go pick it up in the afternoon. So I'll be down to Connecticut, get my boat, come back home, load the boat, drive up to Vermont. If not, we're just going to send it in the old tub. And either way, it doesn't really matter. We have more opportunity and potential to pivot with my boat if we wanted to, but my boat, I don't know. Our game plan is not dependent upon one boat or the other. Regardless of which boat we got, we know what we're doing.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna catch fish. It's just we just won't be able to go chase them. That's it.
Nope.
But we know the areas that they're gonna be in, or should be in, and if they're not in those areas, then we know the areas that they should move to. So as long as we got Navionics on our phone, we'll be good to go.
For real.
For the most part. We'll be able to mark them 2D if they're down there.
Yeah, I hope so.
And then take it from there. See what we're going to get. Should be interesting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be two schmucks going out in an old 94 Ranger with only 2D, fishing against a bunch of really good people.
With every tool in the boat.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So
it's a weekend away fishing.
If we do well, it's going to be hilarious. If we don't do well, it's expected. So...
Yeah, we very much got the hero or zero approach going into this tournament because like we can't pivot to a bunch of different ways that we otherwise would. So it's like, all right, screw it. I got all my big baits tied on, man. I'm going to live that swim bait life this weekend and hope for the best. We'll see how it goes. Is Brian just now sending me pictures from this weekend? You pile of garbage.
Yeah, I know.
I asked him how it went. He didn't tell me, send me any pictures then. If I'd known that, I would have said, screw it, we're sticking with that plan. Oh, God. All right, going back through the comments, Vision Prods. I've had the best September so far in my fishing career just this past week or two. I've caught 7 over 4 and a 5 from northern New Hampshire to southern, all wakes and frog. Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Nice.
I have not been able to get a bite on anything topwater in ages, and I've been trying like hell. Been throwing that Defiant crawler a lot. I got a crawler from my buddy Chris DeMarsico. Threw that a couple of times. I've been throwing. There was one trip out. I threw the Psycho Gill and the Sherpa. I threw my
Got bit on
Pats.
the Sherpa.
I did. I forgot about that. I caught like an 8-inch largemouth on the Sherpa, which is quite funny. We tried to get a picture of it, but it came off the hook and just we couldn't get a picture in time. And I'm not going to hang it back on there just for the picture. So we just let her go.
I fished a Defiant crawler, the bird, for a while, actually. It was a little bit ago, but nothing.
Northeast bass, Mark. I actually don't like these hot spells in October after it starts cooling down. It's nice being on the water, but it seems the fishing gets tough. 100% spot on. Most of the time.
2023.
Yeah, dude. What a weird year. That's for sure.
This year has been interesting, to say the least.
Kevin, don't tell me that.
What?
Inch of rain Saturday, 15 to 20 mile per hour Sunday.
We're going to get ours pushed in. It's going to be great.
Can we, that giant power pack that you said you bought for camping? Mm-hmm. Could we use that to power the boat? Like to jump off of it?
I don't know.
If
there's an outlet on it, I don't know if it's...
All right, I may have to get something.
I could make an outlet and just attach jumper cables to the other end.
We're probably if that wind forecast holds up for Sunday and it's that windy, we're effed.
We're drifting.
We're gonna have to drift all day because those batteries will not hold up. And I think I'm gonna have to go buy one of those like emergency.
Drift again, motor up, drift again, whatever. Hey. Yep.
I'll have to go buy one of those like emergency power packs for jumping your cranking battery.
How do you think they did it 20 years ago?
Yeah, I know. Because I just don't know that that little battery in there that my dad has in his boat is going to last the whole day for a tournament.
Well, I have 4 batteries at my house. I have an X2 that we could throw in there.
It wouldn't take much to set up 2 batteries in parallel for all the electronics and stuff.
I know a
cranking.
Guy.
All it's
done in 20 minutes.
Battery tray, dude. Yeah, but when the hell are we going to do it? Tomorrow?
I'll come over after work.
and then I don't have a charger for it. It's got a 3-bank charger. I
I have a
have
3-bank charger in my boat.
All right. Let's give this some serious thought after the stream. Goodness gracious. Hey, but you know what? For everybody that's here, thank you very much. As always, if you haven't done so, please leave a like on the stream, whether you're watching here on YouTube or on Facebook. Either way, it helps immensely. Who do we got here? Josh. Thank you very much for the donation. Dude, you're a champ. We haven't had a donation in quite a while. What do you say? Keep up the good show. Never miss a show between live or on Spotify. Thank you very much, Josh.
Dude. Thank you.
I am trying to get... I did get caught up on Spotify. I posted it this morning. So, all right. Remember how last week I said I hurt my shoulder? It's only gotten worse. And I went to the chiropractor yesterday. I go back tomorrow. So when I sit down and edit, you kind of can't see, but my hands are basically like this. I rest my arms on my desk and keyboard mouse. But when I do that, it further pinches that nerve. So I can't sit down at my desk for more than 5 minutes without being in agony. So, and this has been happening since I got back from Florida last week. So I just couldn't get anything done. It was agony just to even get that Spotify done. And that was, the stream edited for a Spotify format. It took a lot longer than it should have, and that's the easiest thing for me to edit. So I'm hoping. I already feel a lot better from the chiro yesterday. I go again tomorrow morning, and she's got it taped up right now. She'll tape it again tomorrow. I've been icing the hell out of it. So hopefully I can get this up for this Saturday, and we just keep rolling with the Saturday uploads. That's the plan. Kevin, don't tell people our plan. I actually don't know if I can fish my depths because it's been taking on water.
I don't know
not
if
fishing
I can
right.
catch another fish on my depths before it splits in half.
Well, then why don't you just throw my depths, and then I'll throw my 9-inch shad glide from Bull Shad.
I have like 12 other glides I could throw.
That's true. Well, if you want, I have my depths.
I have mine too. If I'm going to throw it, I'll throw mine.
I have a depths, and you have a depths.
I think it's depths. Whatever.
Kirk, how good are the bilge bumps on the 94? Good
Man.
enough. We tested everything this past weekend, just in the event that nothing, if we had to go in the range this weekend, we're like, oh yeah, we got to check the live well pumps and we got to check the bilge and everything. It's functioning. So actually, that's something I gotta do tomorrow is go through and clean it out. I got to scrub those live wells so that they're nice and clean. And that'll be easy. Got my little like toilet scrubby kind of thing that I can put on a drill. I'll just get the hose in there, some simple green, and just scrub it all down.
Yeah, it needs to be cleaned because
keep those fish happy
those
and healthy.
dryer sheets in there. They probably want it's a good smelling bass.
I keep forgetting that was there. Freedom fishing. I dig fishing. I dig the fishing of the extremes, glides, and 2.8 swim baits. Can't go wrong. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what we do.
My fishing style is very small and very big.
Yep.
And the only medium baits I ever throw are jigs. Pretty much.
Yeah. Scott, are you going to have to break in the power head? So yes, partially. So my boat's at Reynolds. They're going to cover the first 3 hours of the break-in because it's extremely critical. You hit that first hour and the first 2 hours. First hour and the second hour are extremely critical. And then he told me what the rest of the process is for the next 8 hours, which is fine. You just can't keep it pinned wide open for more than like 5 minutes at a time, he had said. But you want to keep it up at... Oh, buffering. Don't tell me that. Why do we keep losing signal? This is weird. Well, keep me posted if the stream quality keeps going downhill. But the remaining 8 hours of break-in, you want to run it a little bit harder and break it in at those higher RPMs because that's where the motor is going to live. So if I get my skeeter back in time and I can run it, then we'll be fine. I just can't keep it pinned the whole time. These lakes are small enough. That's not a big deal. We'll be good. And Dan, I'm just sorry. I'm going up and down. What are you looking to get for a new boat? I think at this point I can say it because everything's good. It's happening.
Right.
It's all
It
good.
is happening. But
A lot longer. You know what? But what?
we could do a reveal video.
Yeah, screw it. I'm not telling you guys. We're doing a review now.
I mean, we did it with the skeeter. We made a video, like a reveal video with the skeeter. So might as well do it with this one too.
I'm going to replicate that thumbnail, by the way. But I'm going to, instead of a smiling face, I'm going to make something really weird.
What motor does that have on it?
On
I'll tell you that.
The new one?
Yeah.
Mercury Pro XS.
Okay, cool.
250. Nice. And it's a 21-foot boat. We'll make a, well, I can tell people. because not everybody that's here is gonna.
Fuck it.
Yeah. All right, we'll put it back up. So I'm picking up a 2019 Nitro Z21, and it's got 112 hours on it. It's all black and blue and gray. So a dual console. It literally has everything that I want on it. Color-wise, build-out-wise, the whole 9 yards. I still need to do the trailer upgrade that everybody recommends. Other than that, everything is good. It comes with two HDS 9 Lives and an Ultrex. So the Ultrex and the 9 are coming off. And then from my Skeeter, I'm taking my Ghost with my Cornfield Crappie Live Sweep turret. And the Nitro has active target. So that stays. My active target stays. From the Nitro, the HDS 9 Live and the Ultrex come off, go to my Skeeter. From my Skeeter, I get my 52-inch Ghost, my Cornfield Crappie Live Sweep, my Helix 9, my Mega 360, all the mounting hardware for it, and my HDS 16 Live. And that all goes onto the Nitro. And everything stays within budget. No power poles, no hydraulic jack plate, no lithium batteries. But the price is good.
I have power
poles. It's in my budget. I think I'm not sure what is going to be my first thing. I've talked to a lot of people. Actually, if Brian's still in here, there is quite a few people that I talked to. I did a lot of research to make sure like this was going to be the right decision. I got to go to our buddy Brian Visco's house, take a look at his boat, walk around it, because even though the bottom of the hull design is different on the 2022 from my 2019 that I'm picking up, the overall top deck layout, like that's all the same. So
huge,
massive,
it's a friggin' battleship.
And it's going to make life a lot easier for me with guiding, especially having that extra horsepower, and then chasing after these bigger tournaments. I'm doing the only BFL that's on Champlain next year. I'm still toying with the idea of fishing the Toyota event that's going to be up there as well. There's another BFL and a Toyota event in the St. Lawrence that I'm debating doing, and those are the only 4 tournaments I have on my radar next year. But now I'm rigged and ready to do it, so why will we? I don't know exactly when this is going to happen. No, actually, it should be fine. As long as nothing crazy happens with the delivery of the power head, my plan is to drop my Skeeter off Monday night and then be able to pick up the Nitro Friday night next week. And then Saturday, we're actually supposed to go up and fish with one of the new sales guy at Douglas Rods up in Vermont. When? You go back through and you see that text between you, me, and Sean, you'll remember.
It's gone. Gone.
So
when is this?
A week from this Saturday. So this Saturday we're in Vermont for the tournament, and then the next Saturday we go up and we fish. Although I have to let Sean know that where he wanted to fish is a tournament there that day. So we have to change location. Remember that place I was just talking about in New York? It's not that far from where he wanted to go.
Yeah.
It's only like another 15 minutes driving for us.
Let's go.
Or we just go to Champlain.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to Champlain.
All right.
So
twist my freaking arm.
But yeah, so that's it. Now I finally, I didn't want to talk about it because I was afraid it was going to jinx it. And this has been a long time coming for me to make this big upgrade. And everything, just has been going great career-wise, money-wise. Like, everything's good. I've got a ton of equity in my boat for the trade-in to make this happen. And I didn't, the most important thing was I didn't want to sacrifice anything for electronics. Because it took me 5 years to build up my boat with everything that it has. And literally the last thing that I wanted on there, I did a week before, 2 weeks before the BFL on Champlain, adding the live sweep.
Yep.
So I was like, I could have gotten a newer boat. I could have got some with less hours, but I would have had to take a giant step backwards in electronics, and I did not want to do that. I worked my ass off to get to where I am with everything on my boat. I didn't want to give that up. So that's where I'm at. So now the next thing after that will probably be lithium batteries first, hydraulic jack plate right behind that, and then last but not least, I'll probably put 2 Raptors on it. I priced it out from everything from Bass Fishing Electronics. For me to go all lithiums, a 5-bank charger, because I'm not doing 2 chargers, I'm going to do 1 charger. And if I want to do 2 8-foot Raptors, it's going to be like almost 10 grand.
You have 5 batteries in there?
Right now, I think this one unfortunately has 4, so I might need to buy one of your batteries off you for electronics and cranking and stuff, just so I have something.
Just take it.
Okay.
I gave Pasong that one.
I forgot about that.
I didn't even know Pasong was bringing his boat in, and I'm working on it. I'm like, oh, dude, I just gave Pasong one of these. And I look at the worksheet. I'm like, it's Pasong's boat. Makes sense now.
Mike, it is not red. It is mostly gray, blue, and black. Mostly gray and blue and some black highlights. I am mucho excitado. Buying it from Thayer's there, Mark. And yes, I'm trading in the Skeeter. Ooh, Alec, the wife gave me the thumbs up on me getting the new boat. Tin can we put up for sale this weekend. Nice.
Yeah, my wife gave me the thumbs up too. I was looking in the mirror.
Bo Potato, I'll run an absolutely loaded 2019 Z20. If you got questions, ask. Oh, it's good to know. All right, man. Scott, no, I do not have a pick. MD, do you need power poles if you have spot lock? Yeah. If we spend half our season super shallow or super deep. And if I'm shallow, I would rather power pole down than talon, because then you're dead silent in your approach. You're not blowing out anything. You're not causing little currents and stuff. You're not turning on the trolling motor, which that alone can spook the fish, and you don't move. So if you're like really keyed in on a very specific spot and you get yourself lined up perfectly, you just pull down, talon down, whatever, and you can pick it apart. And now there's nothing else happening. So that's why I would like to get them. But that's also why they're dead last, because I have spot lock. So while it's not ideal in a lot of situations when I'm very shallow, it's doable. So it's not the end of the world. Lithium batteries first, though. Because that's one thing everybody that has a Z21 said.
I mean, I do have a set of poles.
I mean, we'll throw them on. Let's go.
For now.
Can I borrow those?
Just need to get mounting brackets, that's all. It's got a jack plate, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just need to get brackets.
Easy peasy. So, mucho excito. Mike, I know you love red. No, I don't. Ooh, Alec, message me. I'm curious what you're looking at.
Is it a 21-foot Express?
I mean, if you wait a week and a half, there will be a 2010 Skeeter ZX200 there. You can take a look at it.
That would be hilarious. If he bought that. That would be awesome.
I asked him already. He was like, nope. Fair enough. Bo Potato, yes, I run, yes, lithium, I run 4 Millertex.
Yeesh. Cha-ching.
So, all I know is whatever I get for lithiums, they have to have the internal heater. I'm not getting separate heater wraps to put around the batteries. I want to have their own built-in heaters.
Ionic.
Ionic does have that? Mm-hmm. Perfect. Because the only other one I knew of that had it for like absolute certainty, mind you, with little to no research on my end, was the Battleborn. But I don't know anything about them.
I don't either. Never heard of them.
Ionic's been around for a while.
Ionic, they have the heaters, the 125 heated. I
actually met the sales rep, like one of the main sales reps for Battleborn, when I was at the Miami International Boat Show this year. Because their booth was literally right next to ours. So I just got talking to him at the end of the night one night, and I was like, maybe. And he was like, yeah, shoot me a message, man. I was like, okay. Hey, Battleborn, you want to work together?
What'd they say?
Honestly, they probably would. If I reached out to any of them.
What was that other lithium company that was hitting us up?
Eternal Lithium.
Oh, this is nice down here.
There you go.
No, come back up. So.
Oh, wait, 4 Millertex and 2 amped outdoors? Good Lord, that's a lot of batteries. I like it. Mike, dropped you guys, went back to YouTube. What? I don't understand. What?
Excuse?
I don't know. DJ.
Oh.
My boat is still faster.
They dropped service probably or something.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha, Mike. Get it? Like Australian. Mate. Mike.
Shut up. Yes, DJ, your boat will still be faster. Mine, adding in lithiums, I'll probably hit 70, 71. I forget. What was Brian getting his?
Plenty in the passenger seat.
Yes, it is. Dude, my thing is, I'll just be happy that I can probably hit 50 in that bullcrap Sunday Winnie chop. That changes everything.
Oh, it does.
I can do 50, we're not going to get our teeth kicked in or our teeth rattled out, really. Just right over the top of it all. It's going to be great.
I'm excited. Hey, we can actually fish Winnie. Yeah, that might actually be kind of cool.
Yes, it would. Alec, I got to get something less than 2110. Boat motor trailer fit in my piece of crap garage. I killed for 21 Express.
Garages are that is, well, yeah. That's what I'm looking at in the spring. Hopefully.
That would be dope.
I want one.
John, I may have that Skeeter that may be, oh yeah, I forgot that you because you just bought one, buddy. We were talking about you because last week, somehow I forget why we were talking about boats, but I saw you got that other Skeeter. I was like, I just saw a guy bought a second boat. He's got another one kicking around. Oh, because Jerry Brewster was like, that's why you're going to have multiple boats, bud. So
Yeah,
one
he
breaks.
has 7. That's not really, like, it's not fair.
Perks of being on the pro team of Ranger for 30 years.
I got to get in touch with him.
Yeah, can I buy one of your 30 boats in your yard, please?
Can I just use one when I come down to Florida? Like,
Right?
I'm going back down. I don't know when. I don't know. Corey, you were correct. I do.
See what's funny? My cousin, I think she's technically my second cousin, reached out to me recently because she lives down in Florida. And she was like, hey, if you want to come down and hang, we got a place for you to stay. And there's some really good fishing right around it. And I looked, I was like, yeah, you're not kidding. So
Where my sister is, there's very good fishing.
It's Florida. I feel like everywhere is good fishing.
Probably. There's that, what the hell is that man-made lake down there?
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
They're not far from it.
Oh, I want to go.
There's like 8, 10-pounders in there.
What would be amazing? Bass and Panda. Sean, how's the Skeeter? Still in warranty? You missed it. Powerhead will be here in the next day or two. And new boat will be arriving. I'll be picking it up next Friday. Which will be grand. Alex, just checking out yours at Thayer's website. That's a beautiful rig. Well, thank you. It's not quite mine yet, but
It's
we're
already,
getting there.
Oh.
I mean
the Ranger.
Nitro?
That one. Yep.
For all intents and purposes, it is mine. I've been talking to Richie, keeping reprisal of the situation this whole time, and he's been very adamant. Nope, dude, I'm holding it for you. It's yours. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to shoot him a text actually tomorrow, let him know that the plan still is for me to be there Monday, drop my boat off, and they're doing the swap. That was part of the trading agreement, that take everything off my boat and swap it onto the other boat, and nice wash. Just get it done. One shot. It's going to be great.
Corey's coming.
Corey. I have the new big MillerTech lithium for cranking electronics. I've gone 3 to 4 trips out charging, and I've never seen under 65%. That's insane.
That's because you drive your trolling motor into docks and beaches and stuff. you don't use your trolling motor anymore. I'm kidding. They fixed it.
I forget what he has for a boat.
Triton.
Oh yeah. God, I just want to go fishing.
I know.
Somewhere different. I'm so sick of fishing in these little ponds we've been in for the last 2 months.
You mean fishing in New Hampshire?
Well, yeah.
Vermont spoiled us. Now we can't get away
So
from
has
it.
Maine. The one day I went up to Maine this year was magical.
Yeah, we should go to Maine.
Sean, are you here?
I have a bunch of ponds that I want to go hit up in Maine.
Dude, there's so many up there. I mean, that place you went to with
Kristen?
yeah. I mean, that's where I went with Kevin, our subscriber, and it was as good as I had hoped. Couple big fish, average quality was good. Maine just there's so many. I mean, literally the entire state is untapped potential for us because you and I have only fished one place up there. And it was the same goddamn lake.
Right. Yeah, true.
So I mean, the same drive time that we do in Vermont, if we take that and translate that into Maine, holy hell!
Get up there.
You know how many friggin' places that gives us for options?
1,000.
Yeah.
1,000 plus.
Well, it sucks. I mean, that was the whole plan this year. Was like after I got past the BFL, we were essentially going to have from BFL in the end of July until literally this weekend where there was nothing going on, and that was going to be our plan. We'll go fish Maine a bunch. That's why I bought my year license.
And we never did.
No, because I blew my goddamn motor. It's kind of hard to go fishing when you don't have a motor.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, though. We did open up the Ranger. She ran like a champ. She got right up on pad.
Sounded good.
Sounded real good.
Sounded like a good old 2-stroke.
Love that sound.
2-stroke. If you guys ever rode dirt bikes, 2-stroke. We should put some freaking. Oh man,
What?
run C9 in that thing. That thing was.
Let's do it.
No, it'll blow up.
Dan, I saw you were up on Ontario fishing with Travis there, smallmouth crush. It looked like you were having a hell of a day, man. I'm glad you were able to get up there.
Oh yeah, dude, he killed it. That was with Travis.
Yeah.
It was a Camus, right? I saw the seeds.
No, he even like posted it when he posted a picture of the fish. He's like, up here with Travis, smallmouth crush.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I saw the seats and I was like, oh, I didn't know he had a Camus. Or whoever had a Camus.
Yeah.
I didn't know this is boat. That's cool.
Well, didn't Brian and Steve rig out Travis's boat?
Mm-hmm.
I think I tried catching his live on Monday, and I think he said that he bought a Lund too.
Why?
Because now he's doing like salmon and stuff. Because he lives on Ontario now.
That's true. That's sick.
Yeah. That was... He's got a lot of good, fun toys. I tell you what.
Corey, I hit a lot of stuff.
I didn't see that. Where is that?
By the way, you need to stop by the shop. I got something for you.
Right there. I hit a lot of stuff. Bass and Panda, back on the topic of lithium batteries. I spent a week on Clear Lake and just had to charge once. Yeah, that's... Oh, and you've got the Impulse lithiums too. That's awesome. Damn. Yeah, so that's probably what I'm most excited about, is not having to worry about power ever again. 5 batteries seems like overkill on lithiums, but like I said, I don't want to run out of power anymore.
No.
And with tournament
haven't
fishing...
had it happen in a while, though.
No, not since I added the second battery.
I think the last time we ran out of power, got real close, was on the St. Lawrence.
Yeah, but at that time, I was still only running one cranking battery. Mm-hmm. But since I added the second one, and Steve set it up so they're in parallel.
It's a jump.
Yep, so it's basically... It's still one 12-volt battery, but it's 2 into one 12-volt. I just don't have power issues anymore at all. I can run everything on my boat all day and go turn the motor over. It's perfect. And yes, Boat Potato, I do have the Sea Clear harness too.
Corey, this week's almost over. I just want to see my friend.
Come on this week. Better hurry up. Boat Potato. Oh, he's got 375 amp hour on the trolling motor and 100 amp hour cranking and 32 amp hour for live scope and 15 amp hour for live foot. Interesting. Why do you have so many separate batteries for everything?
You could have done one 125.
And it probably, yeah, or 2 100s. I mean, that's my plan. Because I know, what did Brian go to? He's got 2 125s for everything electronics-wise, right?
I think so.
I don't think I need that. I'm curious what I would really want to go with for my trolling motor. 36-volt, all lithium.
Just buy the 36-volt.
The single one.
You'd save money instead of buying 3 batteries.
Yeah, but wouldn't I need a new charger?
Do you have a lithium charger?
In the Nitro, I don't know what it's going to have. But that's my...
You can get the Noco 4-bank, and you can set it to whatever type of battery it is.
Yeah, that's what I have in the Skeeter.
Oh,
but how does that work? So if you have one 36-volt battery and then like one 12-volt for cranking, do you take 3 of the banks and put them all on the 36-volt, or is it just one bank?
Just one.
Oh.
If you have 3 12-volt batteries, you do 1 per each.
Yeah.
You have 1 36.
But you still only need one bank for the single 36-volt battery?
Yeah.
Neat. I would rather do that. Because, do you know there's literally only one...
It's going to take a while to charge, but...
Whatever. Unless I'm out there for a tournament, it's still not a big deal.
Right, it'll charge overnight.
Yep.
It'll be fine.
So, it's funny because I was looking, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do 5 batteries and I'm going to need a 5-bank charger. I want a 5-bank charger. There's one 5-bank charger in the market that I can find, and it's the Minn Kota. It's $600. Versus if I just get...
5-bank? Just get 4 batteries. You're good to go. Jesus, be a normal human.
No, well, I mean, yeah, you're probably right. If I do one single 36-volt for the trolling motor, and then I just do one 125 amp hour.
For cranking.
Yeah, but so my concern is that there are other things.
But if the battery, anything ever happened to the battery,
then I'm screwed.
Yeah, you're fucked.
No, I want to. And then I want to split the load and just make life way easier.
Or, yeah. We'll figure it out.
375s for the trolling motor, 2 100s for electronics and cranking and everything.
Sure.
That math almost sounds good.
It almost sounds good.
So I'm pretty sure when I spec this out, I did 3 100s for the trolling motor and 2 125s for all my electronics and stuff. I was like, screw it. If I'm going to do it, I'm doing it.
Yeah, 3 125s and 125 for your crank would be perfect.
Yeah. All right. Too many options. Doesn't matter. I've got, tell you what, as soon as I get this Nitro throughout the whole winter, I'm opening up the boat to a lot of guided trips in Vermont and Massachusetts. We got upgrades to make. So anybody that's interested in doing some not guided trips, but really these are very much along the same lines as what Oliver and I from Big Bass Streams does. It's more of like a personal training session. I'm not, like I say We are not out there because we split the load evenly when we're out there. We are not out there just to drive around in circles and you just fish in the boat. And we like it's a learning experience for people that want it to be. We have had a person or two that comes out and they just want to fish with us. And they just want to fish where we go. And they just want to be, on a boat versus being in like a kayak or being from the shore. And that's fine. But most everybody else that we've taken out with us on these trips, they've come out specifically because they want to learn something.
Whether it's electronics or technique or anything like that, from just whatever the hell you want to do, we'll accommodate you guys. We've had people that just want to come out for electronics lessons for just like an hour or two, and then we end up fishing for the rest of the day. So,
yeah, we've done that 3 times now, and it's been great. And that there was one of those sessions. So if you want to come out and actually fish, because I don't have my New Hampshire guide license yet, can't do it in New Hampshire. It can only be done in Vermont or Massachusetts, with the exception of can't do Lake Champlain, excuse me, because you would need a captain's license, and I'm going to work on that too. But
I want to get my captain's license.
If you want to do just a pure electronics lesson, no fishing whatsoever, I can do that anywhere in New Hampshire too. And I've done that twice now. And we got out in the boat for a couple hours and, specifically picked a body of water. Like one guy wanted to learn smallmouth. So we went to a smallmouth only lake and we drove around with a lot of side imaging, 360 and live. And we pointed it all out. Like, this is literally how we would approach this and like go over it, show what we're looking for, like what we're looking at and why, finding the bait and everything, like, and just kind of tying all of that in. And obviously very specific to that year, but then taking it a step further, like, okay, now as water temperatures shift, you get into this point of the year, then we're going to go over here and show like why we're looking for all that and stuff. And thus far, everybody's been very, very happy with every trip we've done. We've had a couple guys come back several times. Actually, Tim wants to come back again.
Yep.
But I told him once I definitively knew when I was taking delivery of the new boat, I'd let him know.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, I love it again. He actually messaged me the other day about Winnie. I was like, dude, I'm sorry, I don't know much about Winnie. But I can tell you where the fish should be.
Mark, the 2019 21, not the Z20, the Z21. Dan, yes, I fished with smallmouth crush before Reel Nothern Bass. Say what? I know. Well, we got to make that. We'll make it happen.
Now we got a big enough boat where we can get all 3 of us on there comfortably.
Yep.
It'd be perfect.
Freedom Fishing, shoot me an email, and I will let you know. We offer a couple of different options. Depending upon where you want to go, it's different per state. It's different if you want to bring a buddy. Try and make the rates a little bit more friendly. If you want to bring a second person, it'll end up, splitting the cost. Makes life a little bit easier. DJ, can you that me with this weekend? What?
I'll that you this weekend.
What?
I gotta that my way over to Bass Pro for him tomorrow.
Boat potato. I run the entire boat and engine and 4 birds with 360 off that 100 amp hour. Absolutely no issues. Holy crap. Oh, okay, but so all of that, but not the live. And I know live target, live target, Jesus. Active target, live scope, whatever, all that. That's very power demanding, which is typically why people end up adding that second battery. And I knew I definitely had to add it when I added my 16 with the active target, because before I even added that, I was starting to run kind of low. Can you do that with me this weekend, DJ? Nope.
What, guide you?
You see that super shallow water up there? Yeah, but it's a cold front. It's okay. Just go up there. Good luck.
See that bed upstairs? You're getting that. I'm taking the couch because the couch is super comfy at the Airbnb.
Dude, all I know we have to figure out is where Alex is going to sleep.
I have an air mattress.
We have to isolate him.
Yes.
He snores so bad. You know what? If we go up the stairs, go to the left.
Yes.
Because that's completely isolated from the rest of the house.
Yep. That'd be perfect. No, because if he goes to the right, it'll be that one with like the cathedral ceiling. It's just going to echo. It's just going to be like a subwoofer.
Yeah. We love you, Alex. Dan Nickerson, what's your favorite swim bait this time of the year? Oh, you first.
Glide. Anything 10 plus inches. There.
I got you. Hang on. I got 2 for you.
I didn't bring any of my baits in, so.
Why are you stuck? What the
I don't think you guys heard that.
Still is one of my favorite videos.
Just slide it.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
So pretty much anything.
Wait. Oh, yeah, sorry, you're good. I'm saying wait to myself.
Anything this size or bigger is my preferred size bait this year. It just has that drawing power for those big fish, and those big fish right now should be starting to feast like crazy until it's the turnover. But
I'm ready. Citizen 6 or 7. That's a 7. Hard body swim bait. So this is my newest collection. Newest addition to the Swimbait collection. I actually traded my Waking Pats for this, and it dives like 5 or 6 feet, which is awesome. And I love that paint scheme on it. So that was I'm very, very happy to make that trade. And I've only been able to fish it once. I just got it a couple weeks ago. But something like this, where a shallow to moderately deep diving bigger crankbait, giant square bill. It's what it is. It's how I fish it with that intent. And this has actually done very, very well for me. Prior to getting a lot of these other ones, like the DEFCON 7-inch one is another one I have, and I've done exceptionally well with that. That only goes down like 2 to 3 feet. These end up going a little bit deeper. Both of my my other Pats only goes like 2 feet. If I try and crank it any faster, it blows out. This one will go down 5 feet without any effort whatsoever. And like last year, I caught a 6.5 on my Pats. I've caught quite a few fish on a bigger soft body like the Citizen. I can tell you what, I'm throwing that this weekend.
I'm throwing this weekend, but it's in a much bigger size.
Yep.
This is the 230. I'm throwing the 303.
I'm going to be slinging the hell out of these.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, go big or go home on a boat that doesn't have any electronics on it.
Yeah, pretty much. Though not specifically the bait sanity, unless I feel like getting cheeky out deeper, because this sinks very fast compared to everything else I own. I'll probably throw the Depths 250, or more likely I'll throw the 9.5-inch Shad Glide from Bull Shad, because that's the slowest sinking big glide that I have. This would technically be next, but this is from Gancraft, and I have an 8-inch 2-piece Bull Glide from Bull Shad that they essentially float. Like they go just subsurface. This one will actually come back up to the surface. That 2-piece Bull Glide, it's basically like steady state neutral. It's amazing, almost suspends. And you can pull it down, but you can work it and make it do everything you want a glide to do, and you can get that to happen like just 6 inches below the surface or down to like a foot. So if you want to get up underneath docks, it's perfect for that. You're trying to get over the top of some just barely submerged vegetation. It's amazing for that. So those are all my go-tos. If I get out in some open, deeper water and I want to get frisky with that, that's where this guy's going to come out because it sinks fast.
It sinks like a rock.
Yep, that's the Bait Sanity Explorer Glide, the Gen 2, which is still amazing. I've caught two big fish on that now, and I've missed a couple. So that's fun. But that's the easy answer. Like all those things are the easy answer for big swim baits. And Boat Potato, how about your favorite A-rig?
5 arms, 5 hooks. That would be my favorite.
Not
but
wrong.
this isn't New York, so what the hell is the name of that thing? I don't remember the name of it. Do you?
Which one?
The A-rig.
The one that we use?
Yeah.
It is the Yum Flash Mob Junior.
Aha. There you go. Yum. I saw something else.
I did. I didn't. Hang on. I'm just. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Just come on. I'm just text. There we go. If I had to answer, honestly, I'm a simple man. Call me a simpleton if you want. I don't care. For me, for my favorite A-rig, 2.8-inch and 3.3-inch perch color Kitex. Something about it just works.
Pretty simple. Or the Beast Coast Soul Flow.
I did try it, and I liked the bigger ones, the 3 point, I already forgot the sizes on them. But the bigger one, the 3 point whatever inch, seems to look a lot better. But when I tried throwing the 2.8-inch or whatever they are, it just didn't seem like they were doing what they should have been. Like I couldn't get that A-rig to go slow enough to make the smaller ones work. The bigger ones were okay.
Right.
But I like having those offset sizes. And, in Vermont, Boat Potato knows, but for everybody else that doesn't know, in Vermont, you can throw an Alabama rig, and you can throw 5 arms. You can only have 2 reel hooks on it. So on my 3 dummies, I run the 2.8s, and on the 2 bigger ones, I throw the 3.3s because I want to present that bigger, easier meal for them on the reel hook. And I want to say 9 times out of 10, I get bit on one of the 2 reel hooks. So my method to my madness has sound reasoning to back that up.
Mark had a question.
This thing is...
You guys running braid or fluoro on your glides? I'm actually running...
Oh, you
go
switched?
first.
No, you just switched. Go ahead.
I just switched up everything that I knew about fishing a baitcaster. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold. I was running the 23 to 28 pound Defiant fluoro, but now I switched it up to, I am throwing, on my big glides, I'm throwing 100 pound braid to 40 pound leader, the Defiant, because I don't really care. So, I mean, it just makes sense to now throwing that, and it's not a long leader, it's only maybe, I don't know, 12 to, not even, probably 10 to 12 inches. Just enough so that the hooks don't spin around and catch in the braid.
Yep.
Thanks, Oliver. That was a good tip from him, and I love it.
Yep. Josh, I responded to you in the chat, but Camus, yes, is a nice boat, and it's also about $30,000 more than I can afford. Trust me, I tried to make it work, and I explored trying to get Steve, the owner of Bass Fishing Electronics, he's selling his Camus CX21, and I really wanted it. Not even close. Like $20,000 away from being able to afford it, which is fine. 3 or 4 years from now, we'll see where I'm at. Did I answer? Oh, for me on those big glides, Defiant 23.6 pound soft casting fluorocarbon, just straight fluoro. And I've been very, very happy with it. I fished it all of last year, and I've been fishing all this season, and haven't had any issues with it. It's great. Actually, that 610 I caught earlier this spring on the 6-inch Citizen was also on that same line. And I had that thing pinned. I was shaking so much he had to take the hook out of the fish. I couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. I thought I had another 7. I thought I had my second 7 of my life. Still very happy it was a 610, but...
It was close. Very close. It was one big perch away from it.
Just going through the chat, making sure I didn't miss anything else. There was one a little higher that I thought. Oh, Boat Potato, we just answered that. Oh, there it was. Freedom Fishing. Right, next one. Do you like a fast sinking, slow cadence glide, or a slow sink, slow cadence glide better? Oh, okay. So basically, fast or slow sink?
I like slow, but if I can put a little bit heavier hooks on it just to get it to sink just a little bit faster, that's what I like. Because I don't want to be reeling it and having it come up to the surface for any reason, if that's even possible. But I've had it happen before, and I did not like that. So
I will say this, based on last year, because there's so much vegetation around, and we're typically throwing those glides for largemouth anyway, and we tend to be kind of near some vegetation, it's kind of hard to get away from. I'd rather have a slow sinking, because that was the issue we ran into last year, like when I really kind of, from following Andrew's lead and our buddy Nate's lead, and finally getting comfortable throwing these bigger glides and finding success with it, I was like more than happy to pick this up and sling it. But then as the water cooled down a little bit, the buoyancy of the bait changed a little as well. And that, same thing happens with like jerk baits and whatnot. And this ended up sinking a little bit faster than it normally was, even in the warmer water. So even just 2 weeks before, when the water was like 5 degrees warmer, I was able to stay just barely over the top of some of that vegetation, like 5 feet down. And then we go out and water temp drops 5 degrees. I cannot keep that bait out of the grass because it sinks too damn slow, which is why I went and bought a Depths 250. And then I didn't need it, but I ended up buying that 9.5-inch shad glide from Bull Shad because it was literally the best yellow perch pattern I've ever seen. This is a very, very close second from Bait Sanity. And I prefer those because I can control it. I can just be a little more patient and let it fall down to where I want it, and it will stay there. Versus this, you have to really kind of actively work it if you want to keep it inside that strike zone of whatever depth it is that you're targeting. So for me, I definitely want that slower sink. But I'm bringing that.
Oh, he said,
just
sorry, fast and fast. Or slow and slow.
Fast sinking,
like
fast
slow.
cadence, or slow? Yeah, slow.
I like slow. I like fishing them extremely slow.
Grab that one.
With like kind of pausing, but also with erratic movements, but also still being slow. I don't know. It works in my head. And I still haven't even thrown one of these.
I can fix the tail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because of the way I stored it, I still got to fix that tail. So, like... Well, nope. That's better. Slow, slow. Fast, fast. You can work that... Wait, no, that's not a fast sink.
You can chop the hell out of this thing.
I would still put that almost in that fast category. It doesn't really sink that fast, but you... Like Andrew just said, you can chop the hell out of it so you can work that fast, but you can still work that slow. I think that's the beauty of that Spro. Because you can do so much with it.
I kind of want to get one. Or 6.
They're great. Bow Potato. Do you mess with dummy weight heads?
What do you mean? For A-rig or?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Can you elaborate on that, please? Freedom said Chad is a slow. Wait.
I'm trying to fix your tail.
Kevin. Careful, can't throw them on certain tournaments. I know someone who's DQ'd for use. On the A-rig? Well, I know for Berkshire, it's not against the rules. For the BFL, I agonized over those tournament details to make sure that they were legal, and they are. And they go, so with FLW or MLF and the BFL, they, specific to A-rigs, it is up to it is up to per state, and if you're on a body of water that's in multiple states, they go by the state that has the more stricter regulation on it. And also for Lake Champlain, same deal because it's in Vermont and New York, but when it comes to A-rigs, they follow Vermont law. Because if you go in New York, you can throw 5 reel hooks on a 5-arm thing. But in Vermont, you can only throw 2 reel hooks on that. We almost screwed up because when we were up there for the Champlain camp, we were talking about, I was like, oh yeah, dude, we're in New York. We can throw 5 reel hooks. So we both sat there and re-rigged everything, and you know, we were going out, and I think I was using the bathroom the morning of. We had everything rigged, we were ready to go, and I was like, you know what? Let me just do a little more Google searching, and yep, sure enough, I finally found the one website I was looking for where it says, although you are in New York waters, Lake Champlain is governed by Vermont fishing regulations. I was like, devil's in the details. So I come back out and said, take those 3 hooks off. We're only allowed 2.
It's okay.
It's fine. Alec, yeah, you can fish that Spro basically any way you want. Love that bait. Caught some good fish this year on that exact Spro. Yes, you did. You caught quite a few good fish on that. Mark, save your money for the outdoor shows, Andrew. They will be here before we know it.
I already have an envelope.
Don't remind me. Have you really just been separating, saving cash on the side for the shows?
I have a lot of money saved up, dude. No, I won't spend it all there, I promise.
That's a lie.
It's going to be on my arm, too.
Corey, what kind of line do you run, Sean, on swimbait rod throwing your pats? So either right now, only because I still have a lot. I had an extra spool, so I didn't change it out. I have 20-pound Seagar Basics. When that runs out, I'm going to go to the 20-ish pound heavy cover from Defiant. For everything else on my big stuff, I run Defiant Fishing's line, 23.6 pound soft casting fluorocarbon, just straight. And then I do have 80-pound Defiant smooth casting braid on one of my swimbait rods, and I use that for basically all my topwater stuff. Some of those bigger wake baits that you have, like the LFOD Monk comes to mind. You can run that on straight fluoro. Generally, when you're running topwater, I like to go braid because
you run 20-pound with that thing.
Yeah. Fluorocarbon with it sinking tends to pull the bait, the nose of the bait down a little bit. But if you're fishing like a giant wake bait, it almost doesn't matter because the bait's so big, the mass of that outweighs how much of the sinking your fluorocarbon does. So I've been able to fish even that 23.6 pound straight fluoro with some of my giant wake baits and 0 issues. Psycho Gill from Lanciotti, the Sherpa, trying to think, my Pats, the LFOD Monk. Probably not the bull wake though. We haven't thrown that in a while, but that's kind of a lighter topwater that I wouldn't throw that on the 23.6. I'd throw that on the 20 pound straight fluoro, but that one I would much more prefer to throw it on straight braid anyway.
Right.
But yeah, any of those 20 to 24 pound really. You could probably get away with 18. I don't like it. Like something like this for my Pats, where it's kind of a smaller bodied swim bait. It's really not that heavy. I think it's probably like 2.5 ounces. You can probably get away with 18 pound on that. And you'd be fine. Actually, no, I do know that for a fact because for the first year that I fished my 7-inch DEFCON, I threw that on 17-pound fluoro. Yeah. It's a little nerve-wracking.
That's what I throw jigs on.
20-pound. 20 to 24, you're good. Something smaller like that, 20, if you're going up to big 9-inch glide, I really feel much more at home throwing
100-pound braid, 40-pound leader.
What else did I miss? Oh, Chad, I'll get to in a minute. So, I don't know. What else you guys got for questions? It's already 9 o'clock. I got a lot to do. Oh, my God, my shoulder. Ow. Pain.
Yeah, I have lasagna to eat.
Do you really?
I do.
I had a very simple dinner. I made some delicious rice. You ready for this?
My landlord / neighbors / friends, she gave me a whole big slab of lasagna.
Oh, damn.
So I'm going home and just going to put my face in it.
So I made rice to go with our chicken for dinner, and I seasoned it with some carne asada seasoning. Not a lot, just a little. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, cilantro, and then...
Dude, my stomach is literally about to growl.
So 1.5 cups of dry rice would be about 3 cups of water, but the last quarter of that cup that I had to get to the full 3 cups, it's 1/3 lemon juice and 2/3 lime juice. So it's like this delicious kind of Mexican lime rice, and 2 tablespoons of butter in there. Like, as soon as you throw everything in there, you start firing up. You just put the butter up on top of the water, and it eventually melts and disperses, and it's delicious. Absolutely delicious. Some of the best rice I've made. I like making rice when it's seasoned proper. You all right? You having a moment?
Right now.
I have extra rice. You want to bring it home?
Kinda.
You can have it.
You having a moment? Yes, I am, actually. I'll have to pull my pud to some food.
This is a family show. Wait, no, it's after 9 o'clock. It's no longer a family show.
9:02. You.
DJ, next time add coconut milk as well. Oh.
He's a chef. I would listen to him.
All right. There we go. Hey, Bo Potato, I saw you, but I'll come back to you in a second. Josh, what do you throw that beast on? So
What beast?
I'm assuming he's probably talking about this bad Larry.
Okay.
So any of our 9 to 10 inch glides, you first. Well, we throw the same rods basically. No, literally.
Wait, what is my rated to? 6 to 14 ounces, I believe.
Allow me while you're talking.
I need to look too because I have no idea what the hell I throw it on.
Well, it's an X Matrix.
It's Douglas X Matrix. I think it's a 711 or it's an 8-foot. It could be an 8-foot.
Spinning, you had... It is an 8-foot, that's for sure.
The 805 or no 807. That's what it is.
807.
Right there.
Oh, right there. Yep. Okay, so the Douglas X Matrix DXC 805F-D.
So it's a power rating of 7, which is extra heavy. Action is fast. Line weight is 25 to 40 pounds. Lure weight 6 to 14 ounces.
Rod weight 6.8 ounces. Pretty good for a rod that size. Mm-hmm. So it's good. Oh, Bo Potato, I saw that. We'll come back.
Yeah, so it's a pretty freaking stout rod, but for it being such a heavy rated rod, it is actually quite parabolic, which is very nice for the cast. You just lob them out there instead of like, you just whoosh, and it goes. It just goes.
Wait a minute. Where was that one? I just lost it.
And setting the hook is smooth AF. Right there.
Oh, yeah, the 807F. Okay. I think I actually read the wrong one. The DXC 807F.
Yeah, no, it said 6 to 14 ounces.
I think I said the 805F-D.
Oh.
So, sorry. X Matrix DXC 807F. For me, it is the DXC 805F. So I have 2 of them. This is a 3 to 7 ounce rod. And it's nice. I would like it if the grip was a little bit longer, but it's really not bad. And then I have another rod, which actually doubles as my jig rod, and it's the Douglas Rods X Matrix DXC. Was it this one? Yeah. No, it's not that one. DXC 766XF. So it is a 7.6 heavy extra fast rod. It's rated 3/4 to 4 ounces. No, maybe it's no. Sorry, everything's almost the same.
There's so many of them.
I know, and it's a 7.4 rod. Sorry, X Matrix DXC 746 XF, heavy, extra fast, 3/4 to 4 ounce. It's nice because I can throw like for this. It's awesome. Throwing a softbody swim bait on it, phenomenal. Throwing smaller glides, throwing smaller swim baits like that's, like my pats and stuff. It's great for that. And then it makes for one hell of a heavy jig rod. So when I want to throw my baby dozers, the 5/8 ounce model or 3/4 ounce football jig, throw it on that. And it's amazing because obviously you can bomb that thing, extra long casts. And even in deep water, if I need to set the hook, I don't have a problem setting the hook. That rod takes up a lot of that slack, like real easy. It's great. Ow, shoulder.
Wait, what reel do you use?
For reels, right now, all of mine are Lew's Super Duty 300 wide, which I don't even know if they make that anymore. I think they make the 300, but not the wide version anymore.
Yeah, no. Y1 on, so I have a rod for 2 to 6 ounces that has a Super Duty 300 wide on it. And on my big swim bait rod, I have the Tatool 300. 7.3 to 1? I think it's 7.3 or 7.2 or 7.3 to 1.
Yep. I have 3 of my 4 are 6.5 to 1, and then one of them's a 7.2 to 1, I think. And I didn't even mean to buy that, but that was the only option I had at the time, and I wanted another one, so I just was like, yeah, you know what? I can make that work for like top water and stuff because I'm just gonna crawl it anyway, and it works great for that. Going through. Oh, boat potato. The weight size of the dummy heads on a rig. Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think. 1/8 ounce on the top 3, and then 1/4 ounce in the bottom 2. So you essentially have 3/8 across the top, and then 1/2 ounce across the bottom 2, which I feel is just enough that it helps keep it riding right. You know, it doesn't want to roll on itself because you have even weights all the way across. If I've gone a little bit heavier, where I've had 1/8 across the top, and then I had 2 3/8 ounce on the bottom. If you're fishing like a lot more open water and deeper water, then I would do that. It does get it down, but when we're up there for basically a week and a half on Champlain, at one point I did rig up those heavier heads, and I just kept getting stuck on the bottom way too fast. So as soon as I backed off and went back to the 2/4 ounce weights, I ran into a lot less issues with that. I'm trying to think. I think all those hooks have 2/0 and or 3/0 hooks on them. I think all the 1/8 or 2/0 hooks, and then the quarters end up being 3/0 hooks, which works well because basically the 2 bottom ones are the ones that I put my bigger baits and leave the hooks on them, and then the top ones I cut all the hooks back.
I was looking at Dave's comment. I was thinking, yeah, that one.
I was trying to read Chris's comment above that. Sorry. Great show, guys. Andrew, any recommendations for an affordable fish finder in a shallow, weedy pond for a 12-foot aluminum boat?
I think I'm thinking like an HCS 9 would be, it's pretty affordable. And if you end up moving up to a bigger boat, you can bring it up onto the bigger boat, and it'll work fine on that too.
Yep.
So you can do down imaging or 2D, whatever you want to call it. And you can also, if you get, the carbon, you can do side imaging with it. You can do all sorts of stuff with it.
Yeah, if you get in the carbon, that works with literally everything. So the Lowrance HDS carbon, that works with the older 3-in-1 transducer, the newest 3-in-1 transducer. It works with any other transducer you want to put on there, and it works with Active Target. So if you get something like that, then you also future-proof your purchase. You can do literally anything you want with it. Even Active Target 2, I think, works on it. No, just Active Target 1.
I think Active Target 1. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
I think the Active Target 2
should work on it.
Yeah, because most of that power is being done by the processing box anyway. Whatever that friggin' box is called.
Box.
Yeah. Wrong one. Dan, have you checked in the ABA New York trails? 2 levels, great bodies of water. I did look into that, but I've heard some interesting things about how that tournament trails run that I'm just not sure yet. But we'll see. I've heard good things for the most part, though. And I do like the fact that they went to a singles-only tournament trail this year. So instead of like BFL where I have to have a co-angler, now it's a big money trail and it's just a boater. So you're truly alone. Which is pretty awesome. I'm intrigued by that. TJ told me about that like a month ago.
I would love to try that.
Could be a lot of fun. And it does have a hell of a lineup for lakes. And I mean, St. Lawrence River's big focal point on that.
If I get a boat next year, when I get a boat next year, we're probably going to be fishing against each other in the BFLs.
Fine by me.
Because I'm going to fish a whole bunch of them.
Do you know how much easier that makes it, though? Like, knowing we have dedicated, like, travel partners.
Right.
And the fact that DJ fishes all the same ones, too, anyway. Like, guaranteed there's at least 3 of us that all need to figure out travel combinations. And when you have that much buying power between 3 people, it makes things so much easier.
Yeah, well, it's not like... Yeah, it's like... I mean, we always fish together anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're just doing the same thing with just 3 boats.
Right.
Perfect.
Be great. I'm down. I'm so excited. What did Kevin say? We looked it up. Was no rig, period. 2 hooks or no. On what? Kevin, A rig, 5 depths, 250s. Didn't someone do that?
I thought about doing that with like the little ones.
Oh, yeah.
And running only the treble in the back.
The depth 70s?
Oh, man.
You guy.
Yeah, that would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
Whether the depth's 50.
Do they have one?
You got a depth 250? Yeah. 250s.
I have 2 of them.
Donkey rigging the 250s. Wait. A donkey rigging 250s? Yes, 250s.
That's awesome. That'd be so much fun.
That'd
throwing
be great,
those on
dude. Mike asked, are you guys fishing this weekend in Champlain for the TBF New York Open? No, we're doing a different tournament trail this weekend. Brian, how do I listen to the podcast after it's done? Well, here's the thing. If you go to Spotify and you search
YouTube and just watch it,
then there's that too. But if you want to watch it on the road, because YouTube doesn't like to work very well for that, which is why I finally got it on Spotify, go to Spotify, search Reel Nothern Bass Livestream, and voila, we're there. And I should continue to be on track here where, like, today is Wednesday, and then this coming Saturday, 5 a.m., that's when this show will be on there, on Spotify. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Corey, glide though, use 20-pound floor. Oh, my bad, I forgot. Put that over there. Alec, 9 points back in the angler of the year with 1 tournament to go. Basically, have to come in first, and guy ahead of me needs to be 10th. Long shot, but got to give it a go. Yep, dude, never say never.
get it.
Brian, well, I'm spinning strings tonight. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah, and Josh, you are correct. For Vermont, you're only allowed 2 hooks on it. I want boat potato. Or Kevin, what were you talking about? I'm going to come back to that for a minute. We looked it up. Was no rig, period. 2 hooks or no. But in ABA or Thayers? A-rig. Trying to find it. Mark did say, oh, there we go. 2024 ABA Solo Series. July 26th to the 27th is 1,000 Islands. August 23rd to the 24th is Lake Champlain. And September 6th through the 7th is Lake Oneida.
That's a hell of a trail.
Is a hell of a trail. Dude, even if we go out there and get our teeth kicked in, it'd be too much fun anyway.
There's no way we get our teeth kicked in.
No.
We're definitely getting our teeth kicked in.
No. Teeth kicked in? No. I've got too much confidence in what we do.
1 tooth? Yeah, probably.
Maybe. No, so like PFL?
As long as there's no chatterbaits flying past my face, will be good.
Exactly. I came...
Yeah, I have a concussion.
I only came out of the BFL with a chipped tooth. One of my fish died, so I lost a 1/4 pound.
True.
I dropped two good fish. One was a donkey, and the other one was good. That would have certainly helped me. And then I blew my motor.
That's 3 teeth right there.
Technically, I'd like to consider it more like a stub toe, a black eye, and a chipped tooth.
I was out there with a grill. He was fishing the BFL, and I was on Oliver's boat out in the middle of nowhere on that lake, and it was awesome. I was having so much fun.
Yeah, that boat's gorgeous.
Oh, my God.
Oh, all right. Tell you what, 9:15. I did want to keep this relatively short because I've been working too much lately. Real job, and I have not been able to keep up with everything else I'm trying to do on the side. So I would like to get back to that while I can. So thank you all very much for watching. Wish me luck that hopefully In an ideal world, my motor comes in tomorrow. I go pick up the Skeeter Friday, and we just fish out of that. And then it eliminates a whole lot of, I don't know, just everything. It's a known entity across the board. Will be good. But if not, whatever. We're gonna send in the old Ranger. It's gonna work. Everything's gonna be fine. And then we will touch base next week on that show, and hopefully next weekend I'll have my new boat. We'll do a video. We'll I don't know. We'll just kind of break it all down. It'd be great for anybody that didn't get to see that part. Listen to it. Anyway, okay, I'm done. Sign it off.
Adios.
Brochacho.
We will see you guys next week, as always, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time at youtube.com/ReelNorthernBass. Okay, see you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.